The bigger, the better.
Not what I've heard.
It's how you use the sword. It's
That's
not
what
the
I've heard.
size.
Bless you. I did learn to use a broadsword quite well, but since it was Asian, it had a curve to it.
Some with like jewels and extra things on there might be fun too.
Jeez. It did have flags at the base. Oh, and I'm going to regret this. That my mom made me.
What does it represent? Yo.
I was gonna write you an email, but I'm a little drunk and spelling is a sober person's game. So I feel I owe you a splanation. I'm sorry. A splanation.
What's actually, geez, not terrible is the Michelob Ultra is. It's kind of like a yeah, I hate to use the word, but a Stella.
I'd rather drink a Stella.
You'd what?
I would rather drink a Stella than a Michelob Ultra.
Oh yeah, I would too. But
Yeah.
it's there. I'm not drinking
Free
that
beer's
pina-
free beer.
Yeah, I can't drink the pina colada stuff, which is actual alcohol, because I do not like pineapple.
Really? I love pineapple. I don't like coconut. Though coconut flavoring is fine in small doses.
Yeah.
So I could drink a little bit of a pina colada, but I'm not going to finish the drink.
Yeah, I just can't. Yeah. I like that. I like the flavor of coconut just fine. I just don't like the texture and chewiness and stringiness.
Yeah, the meat of coconut is not good. The
But
flavor's fine.
I've had a beer, Death by Coconut, and it's quite tasty.
Interesting.
I was surprised because I generally tend to avoid it, but like I'm going to be avoiding this for the rest of my life again. Actually, it's terrible. It's just not great. Well, you want to get started?
Yes.
Welcome back, our hellions, our agents. Is I, X7, your agent of just general awesomeness. With me, as always, is the lovely, the lilting. I ran out of L adjectives. The delightful Lilith Draco.
Hi, welcome back. Please like, share, and subscribe. And watch a little bit longer. It really helps us out.
And always leave comments. Let us know what you think about our topics, because we love reading them.
Or let us know what topics you want us to talk about.
Well said. Well done. Excellent. So, what have you got in your cool teacup there?
So today I am drinking TF Brewing Templin family Ferda. It's an Imperial double IPA.
Ooh, MP.
It's an 8.2. I had a really piss poor selection. Like I normally have a bad selection, but this last time was even worse.
Did you say piss poor?
I did say piss poor.
Yet again, another
It's-
reason my stepfather Hank would have loved you, because that was one of his favorite terms.
It's okay. I would drink it again. It's not a Maha, but it's also better than a Blue Moon. So, scale. Kind of in the middle. How's your beer? What are you drinking? Clearly, it's not that great.
It was in the pick a six batch, so I got two of them, and this is the second one. And I've had it before. I do like Samuel Smith's Brewery. They make a wide variety of fun ales. It is from England. This is the Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. It's only a 5%er. And
It's a good start.
hence the
Okay,
reason-
decent, okay starter beer.
hence the reason I had the shot.
Yes.
That was,
Good.
I don't remember it's a local beer, a local bourbon. And boy, that went down smooth. I actually didn't just throw it back, I savored that one. Which
Good.
is generally
Good to
the
hear.
the most dangerous types of whiskeys, bourbons, and Jameson has an IPA barrel stout or an IPA barrel.
Yes, I've seen it. I have not tried it yet.
I have not. I've tried their bourbon, their stout barrels.
And you like that one.
my
I
God.
remember.
It's bad. It's yes. Learn not to have 4 shots of that. Back when I used to use
4
that shit.
shots is fine. You can handle it.
Not anymore. Not. Oh, that would be another another Thursday night in Vernal.
You know what? We may have had to recover all day Friday, but it was worth it.
It was
So fun that night.
Yep. And we hadn't seen each other. Well, we're coming up on approaching that again.
Yeah, we are.
That was a couple of years. We hadn't seen each other for a couple of years. Assignments just
Right.
send us different directions.
Yes.
And yeah, we certainly made up for it. Holy crap. Because your humble agent is not prone to getting in-depth hangovers. And yeah, he was down. I wasn't as down for the count as somebody.
You complain when you wake up with a slight headache in the middle of the night, so you're not even done sleeping.
I slept through a fair portion of. I mean, they kept showing how to tame your dragon, and I kept waking up in different parts. So, but
How to train,
Okay.
not tame.
Yeah.
But yes, that's a good one.
And it was on the whole day, and it was one of those. Oh, I know we went to eat, and I was introduced to fry sauce.
You're welcome.
Well, I didn't have any. You hardly ate anything, you poor thing.
I was still struggling.
Yeah, that was it.
We got to dinner and I was doing better, but
we lost a day of exploring. Yes.
you know what? You know what though? That's okay, because what would we have done? I mean, we
don't-
would have done stuff, but then what would we have done the other days?
That's
Like,
a good point.
granted, there's not tons to do in Vernal, and I planned an extra long stay there for the area,
Yeah, it was a little long,
but that's okay.
but
It was still nice to just
it
even
was.
not have to go to work or have to do something, to have plenty of time to get in what we want instead of packing it all in a couple days.
Yes, very much so. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade that trip for anything.
It was fun. We'll have to go back because there's things now that I want to show you that I've discovered since.
And I'd like
But-
to go and talk to the curator of the dinosaur,
Yeah,
that place, because I don't know if she was on I Know
The
Dino
Quarry.
or Terrible Lizards. She was on some podcast, probably both. But I just like to. I mean, yeah. The more you.
Oh, that reminds me. We now have, for the people, please find us and follow us. We now
Socials.
have an Instagram, and what else did I sign us up for?
How much? When did you start drinking there, Lil?
I did too. I started to do a Facebook. I have to do kind of a backwards way with that one.
You did a Twitter.
I did it. That's right. I did an X and Instagram. So find us. We're GD Splanations. Find us. Follow us. We'll start doing social media stuffs.
I think you got what do the kids like these days? TikTok.
TikTok. I have a TikTok, but I don't have a TikTok for GD Splanations
okay.
yet. I'm
I
working
have a
on it.
TikTok, and I've been negligent.
Yeah. Well, I'll get us on there. This next coming week, that's what I'm going to work on, is getting us set up on Facebook and on TikTok.
Yes. Probably
And comment and let us know if there's any other socials you would like us to sign up
Sky
for.
and Mastodon are also good. And That's probably it, really. I mean, there's other stuff that no one's ever heard of.
Right.
Oh, this is going to be one of those episodes.
Okay, so now is the point that we forgot the last 2 episodes,
Oh, yes.
is the tarot cards.
Somebody does not have his with him.
That's okay, we can do one of mine.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so our tarot cards. So I don't think I've shown any of my new horror tarot cards,
Horror.
but this is my new deck. This was in my unboxing.
Different than the one that...
Yes. So this one is 78 cards, and so this one is the more traditional cards versus my Viking.
That Viking
There
one's
we go.
bigger, I'll tell you what.
It is quite a bit bigger.
Because must be from... No, I can't even say that about Vikings. That would be mean.
I tell you what.
The Vikings are the most Yankee race of all time.
It's true. And the notebook is smaller, and the writing or the typing, the reading is smaller.
Writing, typing, and reading.
So I may have to get glasses eventually to read these.
Well, it's understandable.
So here's the back. If you didn't see in the video, there's the back, and it's red on the sides, which I really like.
Really? You like red? Huh.
Who knew?
I certainly have nothing on me that would say red has any influence on me at all, or even in my life in general from the time I was a kid.
All right, so I
I
am.
can say I was never a big fan of Daredevil, and he is all in red, except for his first
He is
novel,
all.
which was
is all in
and
red.
yellow, or as the She-Hulk said, what, mustard and ketchup?
Who else is red?
Well, that that mutant,
And his girlfriend also dresses in red.
he's actually red, completely red.
Well, I know he is actually red, but she dressed. That's why I said it the way I did.
Okay, yes, and you know,
He's
Tiger-
red, and she
Tiger-
dresses in red.
Tiger actually now has red hair officially.
Nice.
And
It was you talking to the artist and showing the tattoo
he drew her like
that
twice.
made him change his mind.
He drew her like twice in the 70s. He designed Jem though, who's not a redhead.
She's truly outrageous.
Simply contagious. That's not part of the line, is it?
I don't know. We should talk about Jem maybe on one of the next episodes.
And there is that pussycat who's got red hair.
Maybe we should do that back to back. Jem and then Josie.
Yes. Josie, yeah. Jem, well,
Mm,
who's been around longer? Who probably influenced Jem? I could ask.
she probably did, really.
I could ask.
You should ask.
I don't think that, you know, I mean, Josie was there, but Jem was a different sort of beast because it ran
Yeah.
five seasons. So, I mean, Josie's still around and still popular, and her movie's more well thought of than that Jem movie that was made that nobody liked.
We don't like to talk about that.
It's the Scrappy Doo of Jem.
It's true.
Did you see it?
No.
Okay, because I don't think anyone did. Anyway,
I don't think anyone did either, not even the writer.
what did I put in our outline? Meander drunkenly off topic.
Yes,
Well,
but
you
that's
got it.
later. That's later. We're not even there yet, according to your GD Splanations format.
I said it was just
Okay, back to tarot.
Tarot.
Huh?
Tarot.
So I pulled the King of Swords,
That's a major. Is that a major one?
I'm not sure. Okay, now we get to read
Are
about
they
the
all in
King of
black and white
Swords.
like that?
Yes, they all have this same coloring.
As someone who is an aficionado of black and white movies, with the blood red letters at the bottom, of course.
Right.
I got a big
Okay,
old sword
King of
he's got there.
Swords. Upright. So this is what it is, upright, which they're all going to be upright this going through them because they're new and I haven't like shuffled or fiddled. Sorry, I have to use my phone light to read because it's so small.
She hasn't fiddled or woodwinded.
It's true. You are ambitious and excellent at what you do, driven to success and present great leadership qualities. You are ready to jump in and seize the moment. You are a risk taker, exciting, forward thinking, and adventurous. Just be careful with being impulsive or impatient. It could lead to hasty decisions. You are not afraid to go against the flow. You are like a champion or a warrior charging into battle. So it's a good one if you get it upright. So if you get it reversed,
Yeah, I was going to say you should explain the difference, so you're about to do that.
oh, yes. So this obviously is upright, but when you're doing a reading
Sometimes.
and it comes this way, it usually has the opposite meaning. It's you than when you get it upright. So reversed is your ambitious energy may have turned into impulsiveness and rash decisions. You may be out of control, leading others to troubled or danger and heading for a fall. You are a quick thinker and a fast talker, but be careful about being hurtful or controlling towards others. Think before you act and be a bit more careful with how you communicate to avoid intense arguments with others.
That sounds like an Aries so much. I hate saying that for a wide variety of reasons.
Yep. So there's that one.
Yeah.
King of Swords.
Jeez, that's a gigantic sword.
It's pretty cool though.
I prefer an average length sword.
The bigger the better.
Not what I've heard.
It's how you use the sword. It's
That's
not
what
the
I've heard.
size.
Bless you. I did learn to use a broadsword quite well, but since it was Asian, it had a curve to it.
Some with like jewels and extra things on there might be fun too.
Jeez. It did have flags at the base. Oh, and I'm going to regret this. That my mom made me. Should have waited for you to have a drink when you said that.
Oh, that was good.
I knew you would enjoy that quite a bit. That's going to be the teaser, isn't it?
Probably.
I like the fact that we could hear you laugh. Riverside, folks, it's a wonderful recording studio.
It is. I don't know why we didn't move to it. I know we were used to Skype and we knew how to work Skype, but man,
Yeah, this
this is so much better.
If we decide to, upgrade, I will either contribute to the cost. So just keep.
I
that in
think
mind.
eventually we'll need to or we'll want to because it'll be better. But for now,
Yeah, we're still learning, still growing, still gaining acceptance.
all right.
Well, that was a fascinating bit of history that I didn't need to reveal about myself.
So what's our topic for tonight?
Our topic tonight, today, is the lost continent of, because there's a lot of them, but Atlantis.
Woo!
are Aquaman and the Submariner and Laurie Ramirez and the Man from Atlantis. And lots of other people are from. Many movies, many shows. Just about everything. Anybody that's done anything has written about Atlantis. Your humble agent has read a lot about Atlantis in fictional context, which I believe it was all pretty fictional to begin with. But
Right. So, I mean, everyone's pretty much heard of the lost city of Atlantis, and it's, a fun idea, fun story that, of course, we all want to find it because that's just fun and exciting. And our whole purpose in talking about Atlantis started with let's have a science topic.
science.
So we decided on archaeology and one of the lost cities, and so we then decided on Atlantis. Now, I think our conversation about it is going to be more about what we've, seen in movies and TV, the fun stuff,
Comic books.
and not so much about the archaeology of it because there is none. There's
None.
no evidence whatsoever. A true archaeologist, as much as it would be fun to explore and try to search for it, there's no evidence to even have them decide, I'm going to search for this. Like,
Yeah.
it's just one
They
of those
have.
things.
Lots of people have.
People have,
In the 70s.
and there's some people that do claim that they found evidence and they found it, but they're not real archaeologists. It's not real evidence. So,
Those people believe in pyramid power too.
yes.
And the,
So as much as I want to go into the archaeology of looking for Atlantis, there's just not. So we're still going to talk about it, but it's just going to be the fun side of it.
yeah. And there's lots of fun stuff to do. I mean, as a young agent, I would watch all of the what ifs there were tons of Sun Classic films that would have In Search of, and I say In Search of, which was hosted by Leonard Nimoy. It was a show.
Mm-hmm.
But movies that would be In Search of Bigfoot, UFOs, the Loch Ness Monster. And as a young agent, I truly wanted them to find them. And as I
Yeah.
got older, I said, no, I don't want them to find anything because that would take the fun out of it. And they would
True.
just be exploited. But yeah, they've lots of people diving into the Mediterranean where Atlantis was. Or I used that wrong. And, obviously it's supposed to be in the Atlantic.
Well, it really depends. A lot of yeah.
Well,
It-
Plato was the one, I believe. if I
He's
remember
the one who initially talked about Atlantis.
right. And probably as a parable
Right.
to warn
Yes.
about the hubris of trying to achieve more than you should.
Yes.
So, and that's pretty much, they haven't found anything. Everything's been easily explained as artifacts from whatever civilization it came from.
Right.
Which is sort of sad, but it's once again, if you find mermaids, what is going to happen to them? I mean, if you've read the Submariner comics, you know what's going to happen because he's as much as I like Namor, he can be a rat bastard on occasion because he's stubborn.
Well, and people claim that they discover mermaids and here's a mermaid skeleton it washed up shore and I think it would be fun to discover a mermaid, but again, the fun is the thinking about it, the
Yeah.
wondering, the what it could be versus when you find out what it actually is. Oh, well, here's a mermaid. Oh, damn, it looks more like a fish than a beautiful woman swimming in the water.
A manatee or a monkey sewn to a fish butt.
Right.
They did that.
But there's even things like there's been a yellow brick road discovered under the water, and I don't remember where
That goes
where
to
they
Oz.
discovered that. Well, I know, but it's like it's that same thing. Oh, is this the pathway that leads into Atlantis kind of a thing? Like, how did it get here? What is it? But that's actual physical evidence. You don't find that and say, then search for Atlantis. You just go, let's just see what this is. So,
Right.
but they're trying to make it seem like maybe this leads to Atlantis. Maybe this is where Atlantis is. We're on the on the track to discovering.
It's what Paul calls, you're searching for your reason. You've already have you want proof for your idea. Well, he has a term for it, and I just can't get through
Yeah.
30-minute videos these days.
You already have the idea of what the result is, and so
Yes.
you're directing the evidence to that result.
Yeah, instead of looking what is this for, like you said.
What is this, and then going from there, instead of connecting what you want it to be versus what it is.
Yeah, that. I wish I remembered.
But yes, Paul has a Paul or Paulogia.
We're on a
he's
first-
another
we're on a
YouTuber.
first name basis, of course.
Yeah, sure you are. I'm just letting the people know. It's Paulogia. He talks a lot about religion
Yeah,
and the Bible.
the Bible. But
He's really good if you like listening to that kind of podcast.
and he's funny, and especially when he's a bit awesome himself with Shannon.
The best is the Hammy New Year's that they
Hammy
do
New
every year. And he does it with his girlfriend Shannon, who also has her own YouTube channel. She hasn't done anything for a long time,
No, and
but it's all about psychology. So if you're into that, watch it. If you're not, it's really boring.
but
I've
Drunk
used it to fall
Drunk
asleep at
Shannon
night.
is awesome.
But she is awesome. She's very smart.
Cheap ass goggles. So Atlantis.
Yes.
When did you first hear about Atlantis, there, Lil?
You always ask this question, and you may remember when you are introduced to certain things like this, but for me, I don't remember. It wasn't a big life thing that like, oh, again, it was just one of those things that I feel like it was always there, just
Let
in
me-
stories and.
Let me rephrase it then. What's your first memory of Atlantis? You know,
It wasn't impactful, so I don't
I wasn't
remember.
meaning to put you on the spot.
No, I know,
But
and
a lot of things are like
there's been
that.
other times where you've asked me that, and I feel kind of bad answering the way I do, but these memories aren't impactful, so I don't remember them. So it's kind
Well,
of
it is. I mean, even for someone who reads a lot and read a lot, and I don't remember. I mean, it was always there for me as well. It wasn't like something that it's like, oh, it was just like, oh, well, that's where Aquaman was from, and the same, that's where Laurie Lemurs the mermaid is from. Wait, there's two Atlantises in DC comic books, one that has mermaids and one that does not.
I can tell you it had nothing to do with DC Comics.
Well, there's a movie from the '60s called Atlantis: The Lost Continent, which I did see as well, and that's actually more based on Plato's vision of it.
Okay.
So, and I remember seeing that, but not, I was young enough that I didn't know exactly what it was at the time, but I was like, it was very intriguing just because. But it wasn't underwater; it was the fall of Atlantis into the water.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry. It's just
Oh, no.
interesting. But Atlantis has been around. You hear about it, just like everyone knows, like you said, about Atlantis.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to call you out or anything. It just, I tend to feel awkward when I'm asked this and there really is no impactful moment because I just feel like my answer is not great.
Well, but
And I feel like, but something that the people should know, and maybe you, is a lot of the stuff that we're going to be talking about wasn't interesting or any of my interests as a child. So everything has been, as I've gotten older and have gotten more into other things, that I've, found an interest in these topics.
yeah.
So a lot of these I don't have a childhood moment.
Well, I mean, I could ask you the same thing, and you could ask me the same thing about Superman. He's
Right.
always been there. I mean, It was just everyone knows Superman. It's just Superman.
And true, and but with that, there was an impactful moment, so I can tell you
Yes,
where my love for Superman started.
Yes, and you have, and I think we have talked about it already with the Christopher Reeve episode. So yeah, but that's, I mean, but he's always, there are things that have always been in our lives, always.
Right.
And
right.
it's hard to realize sometimes that, oh, that was, Superman was not around until 1938 in that form with the cape on. So Atlantis has that's like 1,000 years old, maybe 1,500 years old.
It's one of those stories that you're introduced to when you're an infant, just in bedtime stories.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those things that's always there. And I would have to say, as fun as it would be to discover it, because I've not put a lot of thought and adventure and excitement behind Atlantis. So even though we're talking about it, it's never been a big thing for me. Like, it would be fun, but it would also be one of those fun things to discover because I've not built it up in my head.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think that's very well said. That's because it has been. I mean, Atlantis has been around for more longer than most countries. I mean,
Yes.
even old country. I mean, Greece would be, if he invented the story whole cloth as a parable, which I think is probably most likely. So, I mean, but people before that wouldn't even have thought about it. Probably. We don't know. We weren't there.
Right. I'm trying to find, I wrote it somewhere, or I had it somewhere. So it was, Plato, when was Plato alive?
427. He was born in 427 BCE.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been around for 2,500 years at least.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
long time.
so it is. And nobody has discovered one single piece of evidence in that long.
No.
We have discovered dinosaur fossils from millions and millions of years ago.
Exactly.
And there's no evidence for Atlantis.
It's like Jesus visiting South America, right? No evidence.
Yeah, it's like the Mormons. Their whole book.
I tried to not say Mormons, but I should have known better.
Oh no, I already had that thought in my head way before you said Mormons.
But the influence that Atlantis has, the
Yes.
idea of the lost continent has, there are Lemuria and Mu, both in the Pacific, and then of course all of, like we mentioned already, Aquaman and the Submariner,
Right.
plus the mermaids. Plus, it's just that whole lost continent, the idea of a lost continent or a lost civilization still existing. They go with all kinds of things.
Oh yeah, and it's not even that it's a lost continent. It's what that continent is, like the advanced technology that they had, and all the advanced society. That's exciting, and because that just makes the imagination go crazy.
And yeah, for better or for worse, some of the Atlantis stuff is really good. Some is not so good, but. The movie I discussed had the end of the movie is Atlantis sinking, and it involves a laser. They don't call it that because they wouldn't have known what it was. But it's a George Powell production who did When Worlds Collide and War of the Worlds, as an example. But it's not it's not considered one of his better movies. But you see it at the right age. You like this stuff.
Yeah.
Not that I have it on DVD or anything.
No. So here's my question. Because I know that you have been more into Atlantis, the lost city of Atlantis, and you've seen the movies and all that stuff. You know all that. What's your favorite? What is your favorite movie or show or anything that includes the lost city of Atlantis?
Well, and thankfully, thank you, Jason Momoa, for making this a little more cool than what it's going to sound like.
Aquaman.
In the 60s, Filmation cartoons did an Aquaman Superman hour, paired him up with Superman. Aquaman was one of the 5 heroes that survived from the Golden Age into the Silver Age. The big three, the Trinity, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman,
Right.
of course. But Aquaman and Green Arrow were the 2 that always got published. They were backup stories, but they survived. So something about Aquaman appealed to people. I mean, Marvel's The Submariner,
Huh.
he went out of, I mean, he stopped for 7 or 8 years, and then another 7 when they tried to bring him back, and then until the Fantastic Four showed up, you didn't see The Submariner. It was Marvel's, who actually predates Aquaman. He was the original Atlantean, but it was, I mean, that was probably, I would say, where I was introduced to the concept as a kid, possibly, and that movie, and then, but I would say, it has to be Aquaman because he's so synonymous with Atlantis, because he's the ruler. I mean, he's, so that would be my answer, is that it would have to be Aquaman.
Okay.
I'd like to say it was anything else, but I've always liked Aquaman. I think it was unfair what
Interesting.
they've done to him, and that was the Super Friends' fault. But he could talk to talk to
He could
sea
talk to
animals.
fish.
He could breathe underwater, and when you live underwater, your muscles he's gonna be strong. He's not Superman or Wonder Woman level strong, but he could punch Batman into orbit almost, I would think. So
Well, and then there's the redheaded Mara, so
who is an alien from another dimension, by the way,
still,
like all redheads probably.
probably. So, Harryhausen, did he ever do a movie with Atlantis?
He actually, well, you brought this upon yourself. You know this, right? Because
Oh, I know. There's a
who I
reason I'm
talked to.
asking.
So he had the idea. There is a lost civilization or a lost city that you find in the mysterious island from 1961, which is based on a Jules Verne book, which has nothing to do hardly at all with the movie, just the title. And I think in Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, they go to the North Pole and find something that Melanthius, freaking remember his name, who was played by one of the doctors, Kolinar. And there's a lost civilization up there that's kind of, it's Hyperborea. So it's kind of actually pointed more toward Conan. But
Okay.
so not really, but I know he wanted
Okay.
Sinbad to go to Mars. Oh, well, now I remember who wanted him to go to Atlantis when he was writing a Sinbad movie.
And who is that?
Our friend, Agent D.
Our friend?
Yeah.
Is R the correct?
It most certainly is, because he saw us together. He knew where we were.
Okay, but our friend means yours and mine. He doesn't remember me 95% of the time.
That would be Brick. 2. No, he's the one that leaves.
He's the one that leaves. I know which one I'm talking about. The bell end. The sweet summer child.
Yes, but he was writing Sinbad and the Seven Wonders of the World, and I believe Atlantis was part of that. But that's, been 10 years ago at least at this point in time. Because I had to hear about it. And if I have to hear about it, we know
I
who
have to
else
hear
has
about
know
it. I don't know where this, if I know you have to know, business started.
It started with you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I think it started with you.
Well, let's just blame him.
Okay.
So, no, not particular. He did not do an Atlantis specific anything.
Okay.
So
That's interesting. I would have thought that he would be
probably had ideas,
one that would.
but getting funding for his movies because his art was so time consuming. He only made like 12 or 13, maybe 15 movies tops from the 50s to that last one in 1981, which we're not going to name either.
I think in one episode we need to go really, really, really nerdy and talk about just him as an actor.
Incidentally,
Or not actor, as a director, writer.
as of this recording, and we might want to cut this out, it's his birthday today.
Dear God.
No, actually, it's tomorrow. Never mind.
Oh, good.
But it's only, I mean, you know, his mom was probably in labor, because big labor in Texas.
Oh, Brick's birthday.
Yeah, Brick's birthday.
Oh, I thought you talked about Harry Wisen. Whatever his name is. Harryhausen.
Well, it's Harry Wisen from now on.
You're welcome.
You were drinking, that almost did it. If it comes out her nose, folks, we're celebrating. It's gonna be, the beer comes out her nose because she's snorting. That's going to be one of our holidays.
Okay. Let's put that back down.
You'd think I was sharing,
All right.
and I'm not.
Okay. So we're about 46 minutes in.
All
Anything?
right. I think we can.
We don't
wrap it
have
up.
to wrap, but if there's more we want to talk about, let's bring it back.
Well, I think if we go more into pop culture, we're just going to have to talk about Aquaman, talk about mermaids,
Yeah.
talk about. I think that's all separate topic. I think that would be better.
And they're all
separate
topics,
episodes,
yeah.
that we want to do, but even Aquaman, but and the deep dive on Brick de Pain. So I think we can.
And
wrap it up
Harry
here, Indians.
Wisen. And the episode about Harry Wisen.
Oh my goodness, we can't hashtag him as Harry Wisen because nobody will know who that is.
I know.
But yes, I mean we can definitely talk. I've met the man several times. So. Thanks to Brick.
Yes.
But I think we can wrap
Brick
it up.
Belland. Okay,
Let
let's
us
wrap
know
it
what
up.
you think about Atlantis. Do you think it's real? Have you found evidence? What do you think about Aquaman? Aquaman, Submariner? What do you think? Because Marvel's cinematic Submariner, I didn't mind him, but anyway, until our next assignment, I am the ever awesome X7. The Lightning Queen, Lilith Draco, is with me. And until our next assignment,
Bye. Live long and prosper.
I got beer.
I got bottled breast milk.
Why don't we start with the beer?
Okay,
Do you like the beer?
I do. Although it's actually a lager.
Huh. What's the difference between beer and lager?
I don't know. We could look it up.